So I get a lot of questions about what my favorite detailing products and tools are. Well, stay tuned because I'm going to go into all those details next. Hi, I'm Todd Cooperrider with ESOTERIC. Like I said, we're here to talk about the stuff that I just like using on a daily basis. Stuff that I think is going to make the biggest difference in the lives of DIY detailers or professional detailers. Now, none of this stuff, this isn't based off of what we want to sell. I wouldn't allow the sales team to get involved in this video. I wouldn't allow the marketing team to get in this video because this is strictly stuff that, I feel really passionate about. I really enjoy using. And if I were back as a DIY person in particular, I couldn't live without these things. All right, so let's talk about some of the stuff. We did this video back in, I believe, 2019. Do an update now. This is kind of a top 10 list with one bonus favorite product at the end, in no particular order. One is going to be the big boy line of dryers. At first I thought it was just kind of a novelty or whatever, a blow dry in your car. But after you use it, you wonder how in the world that you got through your washing, drying process without it, because you can get stuff out of cracks and crevices in places you would never get before. You know how it is. You drive down the road afterwards, you got water coming out from everywhere. This really helps to minimize this. This is the Mini Plus model. I like this one particularly if you're a DIY person. This fits in really well because it's going to be big enough to handle whatever you need if you got multiple cars. It's not too big, like the Pro or the Pro Plus. This is kind of like that Goldilocks model. It's going to work really well. Heated, filtered air. Like on all these products, we've got detailed videos and stuff on it. But massive difference. And the big thing about using a dryer is it reduces how much you're touching the car. The more you reduce how much you're touching the car, the less chances you have any swirls or marring. Works great on motorcycles too. Okay, now this was in our last video too, I do believe. These sponges we source from Japan. Now I know everybody's initial knee-jerk reaction is, oh, you can't wash a car with a sponge, that's the worst advice, it's gonna scratch everything up. On every other sponge out there, yes, not this one. This thing is ridiculously soft and plush. I can't imagine, particularly on some of these black cars, doing maintenance washes without having one of these. Now, if you're watching this video, you've used these sponges, you know how good they are. Please drop some comments in the section below. Prevent the haters from coming out there and saying sponges are horrible. You've actually used them. You know how good they are. Let everybody know about them. These things, fantastic. Couldn't imagine washing a car without them. Okay, moving on. Wheel cleaning. Nobody likes messing with wheel cleaning. It's a dirty, nasty job. It's kind of like one of those positions in the company, everybody starts off cleaning wheels. It's a rite of passage kind of thing. But, if you're working on your car at home, you get everything cleaned up, but your inner wheel barrels are dirty. It's kind of like wearing a really nice outfit in some old, dirty, nasty work shoes. You have to have the wheels cleaned up. Before, with Geon, we were using iron, which is an iron decontamination product, mostly for the body, but it also worked fantastic for wheels. Now they took that formula and they added actual cleaners in it too. So now you've got the ability to deep clean, get rid of all those iron particles from your brakes, and it's got cleaners in it. Just makes your life much, much simpler. Staying with the washing process, Geon Bathe, I think this one was in our last video too, but this is still our shampoo of choice here at ESOTERIC. Works great in a 2-bucket method. It works great in a foam cannon as well. Great foaming characteristics to it. pH neutral, it doesn't add any kind of gloss enhancers or whatever else. Nothing that's going to interfere with ceramic coatings or your favorite wax that you have on the car. A little bit goes a long way. And it's got a variety of sizes it's available in too. All right, I'm gonna come up here to this next one. All right, if you've watched this video on the interior detailer, I referred to it as unicorn tears. A lot of people in the comments and stuff, they wanna know what it's made of. It's made of unicorn tears. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. It works fantastic. And when we released that video, I think we sold out the worldwide production of this product. Now Geon is caught back up, but as far as the interior detailer is concerned, Super fantastic product, particularly when you're talking about nav screens or piano black trim on the inside, carbon fiber trim, anything that has a shiny hard surface. With most other interior detailers, you're gonna get some kind of streaking or smearing. You have to go back and wipe everything off. You're not gonna get that with this. Fantastic, easy to use product. You can get away with pretty much one product for your entire interior. It's not that expensive either. All right, now another one that if you guys have been paying attention, you're used to being here on the Esoteric channel, you know that I've been talking about Polish Angel Cosmic Spritz for years. I would say we probably sell more Cosmic Spritz than anywhere else in the world. Why? Because I've talked about it in so many cars that I've owned over the years. Probably the last 6 or 7 cars. This is the only product that I use to maintain ceramic coating on those cars. Going way back to my first a nice sports car that I had, the Corvette Z06, it kind of got the term Corvette Spritz at that time. Super easy to use, a little bit goes a long way. Great for maintaining your ceramic coatings, or it can be used as a standalone product. Water beating is just phenomenal with the stuff. Looks great. You know, you got your car all cleaned up, ready to go. You want to go to a show or something else. You know, wipe it down before you leave. Remember, we don't wipe down cars at shows with cleaners and stuff after you've driven them. But it's going to look fantastic. I'll make sure Wes puts up some nice video on the screen right now of some of the crazy water beating characteristics that Cosmic Spritz has. All right, next one. Canco's been in the lineup for quite a few years. You know, from when we first brought Geon into the United States many years ago, they had Canco. Now I believe this is the 3rd iteration of it. This is the new Evo series. You know, it's funny we're talking about this now because in the fall, before it got nasty here in Ohio, I put a fresh application of Canco Evo on my wife's SUV. And then it went through the winter. We purposely neglected it. Her poor cars always get to be the test cars. But it got neglected. We ran it through a handful of touchless car washes. No, I wouldn't run her car through a regular car wash. And then we went to clean it up last week. It is early April right now. And you would think that we just put this can coat on the car at that time. The water repellency and stuff was fantastic, easy to use. You can put it on paint, you can put it on trim, you can put it on glass, you can put it on the face of wheels. It goes a little bit of everywhere. Super easy to use for, you know, if you're that type of person that wants to get into some kind of DIY ceramic coatings, but you're not ready to step up to the full-on coating process, this is the product to go with. If you get in any kind of water beading competitions, you're going to win with this. Super tight, perfect little water beads with this. Okay, now going back to the washing process. This one, you've seen our CR Spotless video that we did here recently. We just took these on. Water filtration is probably one of the most overlooked aspects of detailing. You know, if you don't get your wash process right, nothing else matters. And most of the time, the water that's coming out of the spigot at your house, it's going to have a high level of TDS, total dissolved solids. You will get water spots with that. Having this in your system, it's going to take that fear of water spots out, particularly if you have ceramic coatings. Last thing you want to do is spend a bunch of money on having it polished ceramic coatings, and then you get water spots because you have hard water at home. These things are fantastic. Several of the models like this one have a TDS meter built into it so you can monitor exactly where you're at. Probably the most important tool that you have in detailing is your water filtration system. All right, couple things left. Now, for those of you who are a little bit more advanced and you're getting into machine polishing or professional detailers, having the right kind of finishing pad for your final finishing in a multi-stage, or if you've got a really soft car, like, you know, one of these black cars back here, these Buff and Shine finishing pads are ridiculously good. We used them here in the shop for probably 9 to 12 months before we decided to offer them. We put them through all the tests, test everything with a DOI meter, have not found a finishing pad that performs as well as this at a lot of different levels. Make sure if you are a type of person that likes to do machine polishing, you check out more information on the website about these. They are simply fantastic. All right, one thing everybody needs when detailing, whether you're a DIY person or whether you're a professional detailer, is gloves. You're working with a lot of chemicals and stuff like that. It's best practice to use gloves when you're doing it. Now, what makes these different? Well, you know, one, they are They're durable. They're not super thin like most of the gloves that you're gonna see out there. And you're not gonna be able to see it in the camera there, but there's like little dimples in it that helps with traction when you're grabbing a hold of stuff. Stuff doesn't slip off. Every time we have students come in to the Elite Detailer Academy, they try these on for the first time. They're like, holy crap, what's up with these gloves? I've never seen gloves like this before. These things are fantastic. Buy them in a box. Every time you're working with your car, working with chemicals, working with nasty, dirty parts of it, wear some gloves. Just kind of keep things safe, protect your skin. And we give a shameless plug to the Esoteric Elite Detailer Academy. Students from all over the world come here to learn the latest and greatest detailing techniques. We go over business-related stuff, paint correction, and ceramic coatings. Check it out on the website. We'll put a link down below as well. All right, I told you I had one bonus item that we want to talk about that I think is really overlooked and something that makes a big difference. Most of the time when we're detailing, we're getting up on a Saturday morning or we're getting up on a Sunday morning to clean up the car, beat the heat out there before the sun comes out. What is part of your preparation process? Well, I couldn't do it without my friends at Starbucks. I am a white chocolate mocha person myself. You have to have the right kind of fuel to get yourself ready for detailing. I recommend the Starbucks. Some people like Dunkin' Donuts. I'm a Starbucks guy. All right, hopefully that gives you a better idea of the stuff that I personally like using on a daily basis, stuff that I think any DIY person or professional detailer out there could stand to have. This is a breakdown of it. Like I said, all of these products here we've talked about, we've got links to the product pages down in the description. And at the end here, Wes has put together a great playlist that goes through all the videos on all these products. As always, we appreciate you hanging out with us here at the Esoteric channel. Thanks. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. You're not gonna find a video on Starbucks. Look it up. I'm sure you'll find a lot of information. White chocolate mocha. That is what you want to go with.